Jess.
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 Jess. Scott Voss.
Jess and Scott equally.
Scott.
Gotta go with Scott.
Scott A!
Woo!
Jess Bentley, Birdie Bentley.
Jess.
Both.
Scott.
Scott.
Sorry, Jess. I gotta go with Scott. The hot guys are no bueno.
Scott.
Jess.
That's a trick question. I like Mike the best.
I have to say Jess because I've actually worked with her, and maybe if I said Scott, I might get fired. Not really. I love you, Jess.
Scott.
Both. Scott. I don't like either one of them more because they're both awesome. So they're both who I like.
Well, Jess, you know the answer to this one. It's Scott.
I'm gonna have to go with Jess.
So since Scott is my boss now, and Jess is going to be my boss next year, I'm going to go with it's a pretty even draw between the two.
Jess. Scott.
Scott.
So as you would imagine, my favorite employee is clearly Jess Bentley. I'm imagining that 90, 95, maybe 98% of the people have described that that is their favorite because Jess is clearly the number one.
If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with Scott. You can't get any better than Scott Voss.
Who is your favorite person to be on duty with? My favorite person to be on duty with is Alicia because we have some fantastic talks.
My favorite person to be on duty with for Weston is gotta be Tasha because it's the only person I was on duty with. I'm sorry, Michael.
Michael Dombrowski. We're on duty tonight, so woo! Definitely Aaron.
Is there someone on staff who has positively changed your life? I'm going to say Taylor because she's such a good RA and she was always helpful.
Like, yes, everyone. Everyone has been really lovely, and this has been a great experience, and I couldn't have done any of this without everyone on staff and their support.
Well, I can't really narrow it down to just one person. Everybody on staff has positively impacted my life. I'm glad that I've gotten to know you throughout the entire year. It's been a really fun year, and I'm glad that I got this opportunity again.
What part of your job do you excel the most in? I would have to say that I excel the most in getting to know my residents.
Probably tying every single program to the arts.
I think I excelled in planning ahead. I planned a lot of stuff in the summer, and then I carried that out throughout the school year with getting my programs done, and I think I excelled in planning.
I excel the most in taking out my recycling.
Which end is crazier, east or west? Say Weston, because we have Sweetland.
East. The living and learning communities are pretty wild.
What was your favorite program you held this year? I would say the sand one, the diversity with the rainbow sand stuff.
Probably my Make Yourself a Terrarium program.
Program was my ladder ball tournament because it was the beginning of the year and everyone was super excited.
Taste the rainbow, because who doesn't enjoy the rainbow? If there was one thing you could change about the year, what would it be? I would probably change my workload. I would probably manage my time better.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't change anything, but if I could do anything better, I would have planned farther ahead and done more and better organizing.
I would try to make a better effort to stay in contact with East End.
Probably not to procrastinate on my programs.
What was one of your favorite memories of the year? Winning the Smash Bros tournament hosted by Celine.
I would have to say Gold Rush days when all my residents came into my room and all we did was sit around and talk for like 4 hours.
Which nights are the worst to be on duty and why? Probably the weekends because you do 3 rounds and by the second one I'm ready to go to bed.
Probably say Sunday because they're really boring.
Hawaii night because we had multiple documentations and we were up till 5 o'clock.
Use one word to describe your year with Res Life. I would say my year was exciting.
Busy.
Interesting.
Exciting.
Fun.
Riveting.
Entertaining.
A learning experience.
Eventful.
Mom!
Unexpected.
Eventful.
Fun.
Long.
Hectic.
I panicked.
Interesting.
Energetic.
Spectacular. Interesting. I just don't want to use like a regular fun or whatever, you know, I want to use a good word.
Exotic.
And crazy.
I think it would have to be teamwork.
Fun. Creative.
Quick.
Do you have any final thoughts or advice for us for the end of the year?
I think just final thoughts. It's been a good year, and so I'd just like to thank everybody for all the hard work. It really has gone smoothly. A lot of teamwork on the staff's end, and so that just really helps Scott and I make things easier. We have a lot going on, and so I just appreciate all the hard work this year.
Great job, staff. You all have worked very hard this year. There may have been tough and easy times, and your role on staff may have been challenging. But I want you all to pat yourself on the back as you make your residents happy through all the tough times. As summer approaches, I hope you guys all enjoy it as it's well deserved. See you guys later.
I'd say if I had to offer a piece of advice for all of staff, probably I don't know why this one sticks in my head, but just disconnecting from technology for a defined period of time and just hanging out with friends. Make sure you do that between now and the end of the year. Make sure you spend time this summer just being completely disconnected from technology. Build those relationships and make sure that you strengthen ties with people. Just that people will be there for you for the rest of your life. Technology will not always be that way. Just make sure that you build strong relationships. Make sure that you take the time to get to know people.
Got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings.